Porsche's PDK is one of the best automatic transmissions on the market, but it has a major weakness that can lead to burnt clutches and a costly repair. From the factory, Porsche engineers your car to have all of the parts work in sync. But when your car loses that balance, that's when issues start to arise. A common cause of unbalance that we typically see is when people get excited and they throw all the power at it through an engine tune, but completely neglect the transmission. So in those situations, your transmission isn't optimized for the increased power levels, so it struggles to hold the boost as it slips and burns your clutches. To help combat this and to maintain balance, we've partnered up with world-renowned tuner HCP to develop an all-new PDK tune for the 992 911. What you'll notice with our transmission tune is quicker shift times, increased clamping forces to avoid clutch slippage, and an enhanced torque capacity. For those of you with hybrid turbos, we even have the ability to raise your rev limiter, and our PDK tune works with any engine tune on the market. By adding the Kies HCP PDK tune to your tuned Porsche, not only will you get maximum performance, but you'll also gain maximum reliability. Now let's walk through the process of how to tune your PDK. While we're there, I'm going to slap a 600 horsepower engine tune on. Then we're going to take my car to the track to see the results of a car in balance. As it stands, you will need to remove the transmission control unit, which is called a PDK2 in a 992, and you will need to ship it to us over in New Jersey where we can apply the flash and then ship it back to you. So what we're gonna do now, let's jump in the car and I'll show you how to pull out the PDK2. The first part of the process is to disconnect the negative terminal of the battery. So what you wanna do is pop the frunk, then on your plastic trim, gently pull up, then take this little plastic clip and it's gonna slide right into the slot on the hood. It's gonna keep it nice and out of the way. Then using a 10 millimeter, we're going to carefully loosen the negative terminal of the battery, lift up and push it to the side. Now with the battery disconnected, do not shut your hood, otherwise it's going to be very difficult to reopen it because it's electronic. What I like to do is take a microfiber towel and just tie it across just like this, so if anybody does mistakenly close it, it's going to prevent it from latching. Now the PDK2 unit itself lies under the driver's side passenger seat. The first thing you want to do is take some painter's tape and we're going to tape off the leather, and this is just to make sure that everything stays nice and protected. Next, we can remove the lower portion of the seat. This is literally just held on by a little piece of Velcro. So remove the left, remove the right. We need to remove this buckle. So to do so, just very carefully pull up on the plastic here, just like that. And this is going to expose a 16 millimeter nut and also a small electrical connection. At this time, let's disconnect the electrical connection, just like that. It should remove pretty easy. Then with your 16 mil, you can remove the nut. Then with the nut removed, you can remove the buckle. Then repeat that same process on the other side of the car. And then once you're at that point, you can simply lift up on the seat. And then right here, you just want to be really careful. And then sometimes this will come apart as two, sometimes it will come apart together. Then if this part came detached, you can slide this out as well. So now what you can do is take your carpet and you're going to gently lift up just like this. And then this down here is your PDK2. Now on some of these cars, we found that they use a T25 screw and some of them are a T30. Mine happens to have T30s. We're going to remove the T30 over here. Looks like that. Then there's another plastic one over here. And then there's a metal one in the back. We've also seen it where some cars have one screw and some have three, like this car. All right, and this is what the metal one looks like. All right, once you have it unscrewed, it works best if you slide it towards the rear of the car and then pull out the front just like this. There's a little clip on the back here that holds the wire loom to the bracket. So disconnect that. Then you're going to press on this tab right here and rock the lever out. Then, once you do that, you can wiggle that out. Then once the plug has been removed, the PDK2 unit is ready to be sent out. With the unit removed from your vehicle, what you want to do is securely package it up and then ship it to our headquarters over in New Jersey. What we're going to do is we're going to hook it up to some special machinery, which allows us to read the unit, save your stock file, and then apply the upgraded tune. Then once the tune has been successfully applied to your PDK2, we're going to package it back up and get it back to you as soon as we can. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to finish up my tune. I'm going to replace the cover, and then we'll show you how to reinstall it back in your car. All right, at this point, everything is back together and our transmission has been successfully flashed. So now what I'm doing is I'm uploading an E85 tune. One of the beauties of these cars, this is a 4S, is that you can run full E85 on them and you can make stupid power. On this car, with this tune, we're gonna have over 600 horsepower. And thanks to my new transmission tune, I no longer have to worry about burning up my clutch, so I can get maximum power and reliability. All right, we have our transmission tune, our engine tune, some E85. Let's hit the track. So we showed up to the track, and let me say, this car did not disappoint, especially with just an engine tune and a transmission flash. Now, from the factory, this car has about 450 horsepower, and Motor Trend tested this car at an 11.75 mile. With our upgraded E85 tune, we were able to put down about 620 horsepower to the wheels, running a 10.75 mile all day long, all that on Michelin Pilot Sport 4Ss, which are not designed for drag racing. Needless to say, the Kies HCP TCU flash was a total game changer. We had lightning fast shifts, we had crazy consistency all day long, and it held every ounce of power we were able to throw at it. All in all, it was a great testament to how balanced the car is with the proper transmission tune. Now at the track day, we also brought out our 1100 horsepower M340i, our 1000 horsepower G80 M3, and the 911, and because I can't drive 3 cars, we had some other help. My dad was one of the big drivers of the 911. One of the best things about this car and the build that we have right now, even though we only have a few different mods, is that the car is super balanced now. So whether my dad was racing the car down the track, 10.5, 10.5, 10.5, I would jump in 10.5. Super balanced, super consistent. So all that to say, if you are looking to up the power in your car, you're looking for that balance, consistency, and reliability, be sure to check out the Kies HCP Trans Flash, located down in the description below or available at kies.com, KIES.com. If you have any other questions or you need any assistance in your build, be sure to reach out to my team at info@kies.com and we'll be happy to help you out. Once again, my name is Brian. Thanks for watching Kies. If you like our videos, give us a thumbs up, make sure to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.